You can go. We're at the Cenex station right now. This is where people had said they had seen the that they told Colborne at the Cenex station that they had seen the RAV4 at the dam. So that's where we're now trying to drive if I have service. Ew. I'm not turning onto Barb Street. This is telling me, because it's still got Scott's thing on there.
So there should be the river. Here's where we need to turn. This road should go to where that dead end road is on the right.
So here's the river and the dam and
left. To the right is unmarked, is where we need to go. Probably that road right there.
the river throughout all of this that we pass over?
The river is right there, about 200 yards.
Okay.
The river winds all around here.
Fisherville Road.
Yeah, see, it's saying it's over there.
Sorry, we don't know what we're doing.
Well, we know what we're doing. We need to be there, but there's no road there. But that's literally where it is on the map. It's at this intersection, about 50 yards towards the river, which is literally where that mound is over there.
Well, see if this curves back around.
It does. We were on here. This is how we got around the first time. We just came from here. We came down Fisherville and went right here, looking for a road that went left. We just made a circle from where we came from. But right there where that clump of trees and that hill is where
Right, well,
it is on the map.
This is telling me to turn left onto West Church Road.
Where's Church Road?
And I'm live, so I can't switch to that stuff now.
But this is Fisherville in Maine. That's right where it is on
But I have the
our
address
map.
in here for Scott's place, which is supposed to be 500 yards from where we're going.
Well, we already looped around that way. So I guess we turn right. No, it's the driveway. You can't turn right there.
Alright, this is now telling me you're going to turn right onto Main Street.
Yeah, right where we just
0.7
came-
miles.
Where we just came from.
I know. Well, it was saying something different going this way. Now it's rerouting another way. says you're going to turn left onto Randolph Street, 1 mile on County V. V is in Victor.
Right, Barb is this way, but the dam is that way. Or that map is upside down or something. Left on what?
It'll be on V. That's Barb's Street there.
Right.
We're not going to Barb's. There comes V.
That's up to the intersection of the gas station.
So we're back at the gas station where we left. This time you're going to need to turn. Oh, they're saying V is still up that way. This isn't telling me to turn yet.
Here.
Okay. That's saying V is on there.
I was saying B right here. The arrow was for B.
Pit Road, you're going to turn right in 0.2 miles.
See, B.
V is in Victor. That's B is in boy.
I thought you said B.
No.
Well, you need to
I said
specify.
I said V is in Victor. I said exactly
you said
that.
B as in Victor?
Yeah.
Is that V like boy?
250 feet away from Pit Road. And you passed it. Now it says in 0.6 miles, turn on Assman Road.
Ass man?
Assman Road. Assman. Where I'm headed to now, the address that I put in here is where Scott Taddock's trailer was at the time this happened, which the trailer is supposed to be right by that dam where the RAV4 was. Now it's telling me to go all the way down to the main street. This is private road, stay out, so you can't go this way.
Well, this is Pit Road. You said turn on Pit Road.
And I said now it was saying something different.
What do you want me to do?
Now it's saying continue down here and turn onto Oak Street, but I don't know how you can turn onto Oak Street if this is a private road. That says Pit Road and that says Forest Lane. It's saying to still keep going this way. Oh, God. So it's saying you're going to turn right onto Oak Street, which is 150 feet away. So turning left onto Randolph onto V, like I said before, we're going straight onto this V. That's Randolph there, I think. It says Randolph there.
It says I'm on Randolph right now. This is Randolph.
Now it says in 3.7 miles, you'll turn left onto 42. Where are we? We are headed to where Scott Todek's trailer was at the time of Teresa's disappearance, which is supposedly 500 feet away from where the RAV4 was found. Sand, don't make me come back there. People are being funny. They're saying things like, don't stop anywhere, my DNA will be everywhere.
I've been spitting out the window every 100 yards to the dogs can find us. That's why you peed back there too. DNA
Yeah.
everywhere.
Their Taylor, who's asking me who owns the trailer now, as far as what I know, there is no longer a trailer on the property. Scott's trailer ended up getting burned, right? Somebody burned it up shortly after that. Tabby says, no, they can take spit and frame murders all over the country.
Only when it comes from a village.
Seems to be way far away.
That's
also-
where that map at zoning map was.
Yeah, because also where Scott and Barb currently live is right by this too. And we passed their road. How many miles from home are you? How many miles from home are we?
170.
Like 170. So this just seems like we're going way far.
That's
It says in 0.6 miles we're going to be turning on 42.
right there.
Move. Nothing has come up yet. 0.8 miles on your left is his address. Because his address is on this road. Point 6. 0.5. And we just got past.
The road comes up over here.
0.3.
It's gotta be that road.
0.2. 700, 600 feet, 500 feet. Right, so somewhere over here he had a trailer allegedly. That's no longer here.
Yeah, that's all cornfield. That's not. It's not even an empty lot there.
Alright, I'm gonna have to put in have Barb's address in your phone?
I doubt it. Years ago.
So I should end this and look it up.
Barb's is down that way.
Correct. People look up some addresses on where I should be going here. Where is the dam? Somebody give me a physical address for the dam. Don't stop for a hustle shot. Randy says Barb's house is only 3/10 a mile from Scott's old trailer. Another address people want me to look at is 3302 Zanders Road. What's Barb's address? I have it in my phone, but since I'm live, I can't pull it up. I know it's Princell Road, and we've already passed it at one point. And I don't recall what the actual numbers are for him to put it in his GPS to help us find that area. Because this stuff sure ain't working for us. Yes, the old dam. That's where we're looking because that's where the RAV4 was reported to be seen. And I know that old dam road was supposed to be near Barb and Scott's current house, and it was supposed to be 500 feet from Scott's trailer. Ma and Pa Avery are not far from here as well. We've already passed that. Well, we went behind it. It's on the corner of Ridge and
Fairland or Fairbanks or whatever it is.
Ridge and West Main Street.
That's where we were.
Yeah. That's by the Cenex station, correct? A gas station. 12520 Princell Road is Barb's house. Thank you, Brandy. And thank you, Ariel also just gave the address, and so did Emma. Thank you. Taylor says Ridge Road in West Main Street. That's what the White Pages claims. Thank you, Emma and Ariel. There, we're heading back towards the direction that I know I saw the Princell Road, or however you pronounce that. Do you have contact with Ma and Pa? Ever thought about stopping to visit them? I have visited Dolores before, but now I'm told that Dolores hates me, according to Earl. Yes, Carrie, and propane station where driver saw RAV4. That was the Cenex station, yeah, that we were already at, and we've now circled around like 3 times. Back in Mishicot, which I know Barb lives in Mishicot. Alright, so I'll be looking for the Princell Road. Randolph. And is the Cenex station going to be right up here again?
It'll be down here, and if we go right on 147, it'll be the Cenex station.
Now you could put in Barb's address. Or is the Princeton Road still that way?
Yeah, it's that way.
Okay.
This is 147. We'll go past. There's the gas station. Herb Street is off to the right up here.
Okay.
I don't remember if it was this one or that way.
So we're back at the station.
I thought it was this way.
This is the way we...
Right, this is where we passed the road.
Okay.
At least that's how I remember going when we came here.
Have you put Princeton Road in there to see where it tells you to go?
Okay, Pit Road is the first one. And then Ass Man is the next one.
Yeah, but we had passed a Princeton and we turned around at this point, so we didn't go down here.
We'll go left on Ass Man and it'll take us back to 147.
Yeah, this has got to be the completely wrong direction if the river's that way.
Princeton. That's right here. That's right. Yeah, we came that way. This should be Princeton on the stop sign.
Taylor, we're coming up to Barb and Scott's Road. We're looking for the dam where the RAV4 was
River's
found.
that way.
So we've just come to a street that isn't marked.
This is Princeton.
So
The river's that way.
I'm going to go that way. Shouldn't we be going towards the river, not away from it?
And then 147 will be at the bottom here. So they're back that way further. No, it's right there. Right there.
Yeah.
Isn't that them? That's Scott's truck right there.
Yeah, that's Barb's house.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We just passed, so they're a nice big truck. Both their vehicles were there, so Barb and Scott are at home. Highway 147 and Ridge Road is where the dam is. What are we on now?
147 in Princeton.
So, all right, 147 in Princeton. Which way is Ridge Road?
Back there,
All right.
I think. No, it's up to the right. It's on the other side of the
All right,
river.
we
It's
are
gonna
at
cross
Princeton
here.
and
Ridge
47.
is right here.
What?
This is Ridge. We're here.
Okay.
So it's got to come across the river. To the
I'm being
right.
told turn right.
Yeah.
All right, and now
Ridge
second
is
person said
right
turn
at the
right.
Left, right at the, over the river. This is where we just were. Remember I said we'll go over the river and go left? It's literally where we just came from. So either there's a road that's not there anymore.
Yeah, here again, we've passed this river before.
Right. Now we're going to turn left on Ridge again here. Literally the exact road we just took.
Or would it? Yeah.
No, Ridge only goes one way.
Okay, wait, I was told stop, so just pull over and stop. All right. So where was the car found over here? If that's the dam over there that we've already passed, there's no road. Okay, just...
I'm trying to see if there's a little...
Okay, because I was going to say stop, because everybody keeps telling me to stop. It's just before Ridge Road. I need to be back there.
Turn around and go up there.
What's going on, Jen? Well, I did one video when we went to Cuss Road where Kathleen Zellner said that Bobby, that is where Bobby got Teresa, and now we're looking for the dam where the RAV4 was reported to be seen.
So unless there's some little dirt side street right here, here's the river.
Right, there's the river there.
Fifth time.
There's a river here, but don't see any place
So
where there's a road.
There's a path here that goes down in there, but we're not going down with your car. So it's got to be back behind this house. Yeah, there's no road to get to it. There's an old path back there.
Okay, so somebody give me the address for the Xander Road again.
Yeah, so like I said, it was literally in that.
So we just passed Barb Street, where she's like not far from the corner here, and the Cenex station is coming right up. So that's how close she lives to the Cenex station. Somebody says, I just think it was ditched off the side of the road.
Yeah, well, there is a path where you can tell somebody has been going down in there, but it's not a road.
Mm-hmm. Somebody give me the Xander, put in your thing, 3302 Xander Road. You can pull into the Cenex station again if you need to. Carrie says there was just a little pull-in. People used for a pull-in, back out, turn around spot, I think.
That's what it looked like.
So, all right. Then we have found where the dam was.
By 2:32 p.m.
All right. Now we're going to go to Xander Road.
Head south on South State Street toward Riverwood Drive. Head south on South State Street.
What was Xander Road? There was a sign that said something about Xander Road. I'm not recalling exactly what it was.
Turn left onto Park Lane.
So in the 13 minutes it's going to take to drive to Xander Road, somebody refresh my memory on what is Xander Road. That was a sign or something that was in Stevens' trailer that had something about Xander Road. Is that what it was?
Turn left onto South Rockaway Street.
For sale sign at Steve's desk. It was
Take
a
the
for
next
sale
left onto
sign
South
in
Rockaway
Steve's
Street,
trailer.
then turn left onto Salvage Road. Take the next left onto Salvage Road, then turn right onto South State Street.
Okay, this is really weird way to drive.
Take the next right onto South State Street.
I think that's where the original Blazer was burnt that was registered to Barb. Correct. It's just a place to pull off the road, a little
Continue
gravel
on South
area.
State
Thank
Street
you,
for
Dave.
5 miles.
Here comes the Cenex station. Yeah, so people keep sending me messages, but since I'm live, I can't check them. But thank you for the people that are showing me pictures of how the car was just tucked off the road. There is no road for the dam that we're looking for.
See, so an hour ago, right when I said it's literally in the middle of that field.
Right. So we'll do this Xander Road.
We're going to be passing Barb's here.
No, that was back that way. So we'll do Xander Road, then we'll do a flyby Avery Salvage, and then we're going back home. And everybody thank Jeff for taking me today because there's work that we're supposed to be doing at the house, but he took me here instead. Saying thank you, Jeff. And getting little hearts.
Oh, you know how I love those.
Still going with the thank yous to Jeff.
Let's not get carried away.
Says, do not get out of the car on Xander's Road. Bad juju.
Gotta do a jig.
Bob says, this is more exciting than the Packer game. Packers are playing the Bears today, too, aren't they? Not that I care about the Bears, but haunted voyage. Jinx. Amy says, could Jeff pick me up from the UK to do a tour?
I'm going to have to go really fast to clear that body of water.
Packers versus Cardinals.
If she arranges some pond stuff from the UK, I'd make that happen because they got stuff we can't get over here. See, because they've been doing it for decades.
Was Barb home? Yes. Well, there was a truck and a car in the driveway.
We can stop and half.
Cardinals are winning 17-10. Yeah, it is a pretty area, actually. Says we're 5 minutes away now. Surprised no snow, but that's it's at least by me. And I live in a Chicago suburb. It's been raining, So it warmed up into the mid 40s, and then was raining, and so most of my snow is gone too. Well, if you give me that address, Danny. Okay, we're at Xander Road right now.
Continue on Xander Road for 2 miles.
I can feel the juju.
Carmen Bootwell is who is suspected that she died the day of Teresa's disappearance,
It's her body.
and that and so somebody said we should go look at her apartment in Michigan.
Well, that's already not there any better.
Does it snow every Christmas there? Well, it snows every winter here. It's in Illinois. I can't speak for where we're at right now.
Yeah, it snows more here than.
Well, I know it snows more here, but it's never a guaranteed they're going to have it on Christmas. But it snows every winter, yes. All right, Danny is looking up Carmen Bootwell's apartment address.
Look good, they have a tornado siren here.
Well, Taylorville, Illinois got hit with a tornado yesterday, and that's where Kent's prison is. Minutes. Jessica says, off subject, send some snow down to Alabama. It's 80 here.
Ugh.
In half a mile, you will arrive at your destination.
It's this.
You've arrived.
This is the address. Can you go back to it?
Nope.
This is the Xander Road address.
It's a fixer-upper.
Well, there you go. Xander Road. That's really creepy looking.
It's probably the haunted tour.
Yeah. I guess now put in Avery Salvage Yard. The Jambo Creek Road is right behind the salvage yard. I don't know how far we are from the salvage yard right now. Jeff's putting it into his GPS. Alright, the salvage yard is 6 miles from where we're currently at here at Xander Road. We've done, Taylor, the quarry off of Jambo Creek. We've done that before, one of our trips up here, that we drove in through there and went to see how you could get into the salvage yard from that quarry. But yeah, that Xander Road thing that thing's been sitting abandoned for years.
Yeah, like 50 of them.
Yeah.
And all it was a barn, not even a house.
1214 South 19th Street is the Carmen Bootwell's address in Michigan.
We're not going to her apartment.
We can drive past it. So take that one out and put this address in there.
Oh, too late. Take backs. What is it?
1214
Hang on.
South 19th Street in Mishicot.
Manitowoc. There's no Michigan.
Okay, maybe it's Manitowoc. How far away does that say that is?
27 minutes.
Okay.
18 miles.
All right, go back to the salvage yard, then that's farther away, so salvage yard would be first. So the Carmen Bootwell address is a half-hour drive from here. So we're going to go past the salvage yard next, since that's right here. Amy says, if you see any mansions, could well be Carla. She's come into a lot of money recently.
Avery's Auto Salvage may be closed today.
Oh, shit.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Highway B County Trunk, North State Street.
They says, explain what you're doing. We're just traveling around to the different addresses involved in Stephen's case. So we went to Cuss Road first, where in
Continue on Highway B
Kathleen
County Trunk
Zellner's
for 3 miles.
reenactment. It's where she says Bobby got
See we're turning.
Teresa. And then we went to the Cenex station, where a guy had told Colborne that he saw the vehicle by the dam. Then we went to the dam, where the RAV4 was reportedly found. We've also passed by Barb's house just because it was on our way from one point to the other. And then now we're on our way to the Avery salvage yard, which it seems like a lot more driving. It's a lot of driving. Yeah, Cuss Road was our very first stop. And it's a whole different video because I lost signal. But you have to drive farther than it would take you to actually walk to these places, because it's all these big fields and quarries and rivers and whatnot that we have to drive around. But these things are really closer together than you would think. And there's the Haunted Voyage again. Bree says field trip in class today. Yeah, well, I don't recall getting anybody's permission slips.
In half a mile, turn right onto Princeell Road.
So to go to the Avery salvage yard, we're going to be turning onto Princeell Road, which is again where Barb and Scott currently live. Whether or not this is where that will we be seeing their house again? I don't. We're really not
Take the
stalking
next right
them.
onto Princeton Road.
It's just the way the GPS is sending us. So we are now turning onto Barb's Street.
Continue on Princeton Road for 2 miles.
ASY is 7 minutes away currently. And Bobby lives around here somewhere, but his address is his house is far off the road that you wouldn't be able to see it, I believe.
Stop and ask Barb where it is.
You want to slow down when we get there. People keep saying, honk your horn when you drive by.
This is the third time now. Why are all these vultures circling Barb's house continuously?
Alright, we're
In a
coming
quarter mile,
up
turn right onto Wisconsin
to
127
Barb's house.
This is the last one.
Yeah, it'll be after
Right
this
there.
field.
Right there.
See that red truck there? That's Barb's house. That's this long driveway right here. See, it's got Barb paddock on that fish. So, and I'm not doing anything wrong by doing that because they have a whole thing saying that's their house. So,
Fish.
and we're
The next
4
right
minutes
onto
from the
Wisconsin
salvage yard.
127 North.
Are we turning right?
Yes.
Then we'll be passing the dam.
Continue on Wisconsin
What?
147 North for
Yeah.
2 miles.
Okay, so
Right down here at the bottom.
So you saw that we just saw Barb and Scott's house. And now, slow down when we get to here too.
Well,
There's no
right
cars
here.
behind us. I know, but it's over this way. And now we're coming up to the dam.
No, it's right here. That's the path right there to the dam on the left.
Right. There's a path right down there. Before
Yeah.
here for the
So
dam.
You could walk there. You could actually walk to Barb's in about 20 seconds right through,
Right.
right through the woods there.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's the river.
Because there's the river and
Their property comes up to the back of the river.
right. So, and we are 4 minutes from the salvage yard. Andrea says because Earl is hiding under a pile of leaves and dog shit, that's why the vultures are circling, Jeff.
Can't say that she's wrong.
Danny, give me the address again for Carmen Bootwell's, because after the salvage yard, I'll put it in and see what the distance is, if it's something that we will also do before home, or if we're just going home after the salvage yard. And I can't scroll back up on here. Oh my God, chickens were just on the side of the road. I didn't even be able to see them.
In half a mile, turn left onto Avery Road.
There's the salvage sign.
Hey, seeing
Oh,
as
there's
I got,
Jambo. Do you want to go back to Jambo after we go by here?
seeing as I got blamed for stealing a sign over here, should I steal my other sign?
Yeah. So here's the salvage yard. Actually, turn into here. Don't go all the way down, but turn in and turn around and go back to the Jambo Road. yeah, you should probably still have that in your thing anyway, too. The 1214 South 19th
In a
Street.
quarter mile,
So here we are
destination will be on the
at
right.
Avery Road. So down there is Steven's trailer and Chuck's house. Yeah, don't bother driving all the way down there. I'll get chased again.
Carla chased.
So there it all is again. And the salvage yard. I was going to say that MAM3 featuring KZ the second and Jeff the driver. Brad says, stop in and ask how much for a fake repair. Oh, Pam says, take your sign back. Alright, so we'll go down the Jumbo Road. More quarry. And when Jeff and I have come here before, and we drove down the Jumbo Creek Road, and then we went in through the quarry. There's so many places in the quarry, I said then, that you would totally be able to just ditch a body or a car in there and nobody would find it.
An airplane in there, like a jumbo jet, and not find it.
And I believe one of these houses is the neighbor that said they saw, oh, of course, that they saw the Jeep and the RAV4 driving through down here. So you can kind of see, you know, the buildings you're seeing over there, that's the salvage yard.
That's right. All this berm and stuff has been built up and blocked off since we've been here 2 or 3 years ago.
See over there, there's the things that we saw when we were on the other side by Cuss Road, because Cuss Road is on the other side of this. There's cars. Turn into the quarry like you did last time. I don't remember where that was. This road here? Yeah. Nothing says you can't turn in there. And it's a Sunday, nothing's open, so.
Well, there is a truck, so I guess the guy was in the office when we went by before.
Yeah, this doesn't say you can't go in. It says all visitors must stop at scale. This way, that's to
That's all Avery stuff right there. That's
So.
down to the left a little bit, but that's the back of the Avery property.
I could probably just walk that way and I'd see the salvage yard instead of going down here where you said a guy was parked. See, look at all these trees and all this stuff over here. If you wanted to ditch a car, wouldn't you put it in here? That's not your property. That's all overgrown, or even just a body. Nobody's gonna find it back in this stuff.
This conveyor backs up to the road that went into the Avery property.
Right, we went that way
road
before.
Right there.
Mhm.
That. I'll turn around so you can see, because this goes back to the office. The Avery property is to the right. That berm right there is the back of the salvage yard. That's now all blocked off.
Well,
There, you can actually see it right
yeah,
there.
go as far down as you can go. Is this where I should get out to see it? Because it looked like you could see right. Yeah, all the cars are this way. And, oh, why is this doing this? Okay, and see straight ahead, there's the campers that I was walking by for Cuss Road. So that's showing you how close it all is. That's Cuss Road up there.
Yeah, this actually goes up to the
Right.
deer stand. And
So-
Steven's house, or Steven's trailer is right by those pine trees there, just to the right of them.
Kev says about a football field away from the towers was where the pelvic bone was found. So yeah, then stop over here so I can get out and show that you'll be able to see the salvage yard from here. Not right now, but in the future, can you just take this off? Pants are falling. Oh my God, am I gonna be able to climb this freaking thing? You did a good job with this. Can you see the salvage yard over there? I can't go on the second one. It's water down here. Shut up. So can you see salvage yard, cars? That's the blue trailer that the Josh ran in, deer hunting trailer. Salvage yard. Used to be a road that went through here that went right to the salvage yard. I'm gonna fall. All right. Did you look up the Bootwell, the 19th Street thing? Dave says I used to crush gravel in that quarry years ago. Really? That's cool. I mean, but again, look at all this stuff that if you wanted to hide something, you would have had access to all of this. But instead, you're going to put the car on your own property? Even if it was Steven and he was just waiting for a time that he could crush the car, you could abandon it in here and get it when you can. Oh yeah, our tire tracks are the only ones in here, so nobody's been here.
Well, but there's acres and acres of
Right.
densely wooded stuff that backed right up to their property. Mm-hmm. And not anymore, but all these pits were wide open before.
Yeah.
And had, 50 feet of water in them. Or that pit's probably 40 feet deep.
Right.
Put a car in there, never be seen again, ever.
Right. Look up on there the one you had looked at before to see if it's something we're going to do or I'm just ending this. Oh, you're already following it?
Oh, we actually get on a road or by house.
And more quarry on the other side over here. He's looking
Head
at,
south on Jambo Creek Road toward Fisherville Road.
all right. It says it's 19 minutes to the Carmen Bootwell apartment. We'll do Carmen Bootwell. This is actually the way we went when we went to
Turn right onto Fisherville Road.
Zippers. So, and this says it's a 19-minute drive from here to Carmen's. Carmen Bootwell. Carmen Bootwell allegedly died of a drug overdose on the day that Teresa disappeared. And for some reason, law enforcement decided that they would cremate her, even though, and pay for it. And so people suspect that Carmen's bones are the ones that they used to pretend they were Teresa's. What roads are you taking there? Get there, please. Well, we're on Fisherville Road, and it's having us turn onto Q.
Left onto County Road Q.
Why are you asking,
And
Danny?
the gas station right down there, if anyone hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's in the gas station, just down that way.
Continue on County Road Q for 2 miles.
What was her name again? Carmen Bootwell? Is that who you're asking for? Boutwell? Carmen, Carmen.
San Diego.
So, Carmen Bootwell's place will be our last stop on today's tour, and then Jeff and I are going to head home. I don't know the story, what the deal is with Carmen on whether or not it was a drug overdose or murder or what. I know people say, I'm not quite the conspiracy theorist, I guess, that I would say that Carmen did die by accident and the cops just seized on that to again try and frame Stephen and use those bones since they had nothing to get Stephen on.
Take the next right to stay on County Road Q.
Big cows, or one, those are cows, right?
That's a bull.
That's a bull? Okay.
Yeah, don't try to milk that one.
Continue
All right.
on County Road Q for 4 miles.
A bull might like it though.
You practice on me, I'll let you know.
Ugh, I've got mud all over my shoes. "14 minutes till Bootwell's location." So yeah, that stuff, even though it took us a long time to get to things, figuring out where the hell we were going, that stuff is all so freaking close to one another.